Alright friends, here I want to show you something. So see this Briggs and Stratton 17.5 horsepower 500cc engine. There are a bunch of engines that are a little bit less or more horsepower, but quite similar, and they are known for one very annoying thing. So here we go. Take a look at this. This piece is actually brand new, and what it's known to do, see this here, it would come off of this thing. It's a contact welding around here, wherever, contact welding basically. And it is known, this mesh piece is known to come off of this. And when this happens, usually inside there, as you can kind of see it, inside there is a piece like this. And when that happens, when this comes off of that piece, what happens, this one destroys the propeller inside. It just wrecks it up and makes it total garbage. Normally, when this is together like this new piece, normally this would spin around together with the engine. When the engine spins, at the same time this thing is bolted onto the shaft there, and it would crankshaft basically, and this thing spins like at all times. Whenever the engine is on, it spins. So what I opted to do is, see how it's got this thing, this edge right here. So I made this, the edge that I just showed you, to be in between this band. See this band? This basically lifts. So I lifted this thing. Basically it is this thing, it is all together. So you can lift this, put this in, it will step onto this, and then you can close it just like I did over here. And see, these are screws. I opted for stainless steel screws, so I've put these screws. And now what I have, this thing is actually the old broken thing that did come off of this one. It did come off. This piece also helps to bolt down the fan. So I used the old piece that is obviously now free of this thing. I used it just the way it's supposed to be, to bolt down the fan. So I put in a brand new fan, and now this thing, the way I put it on, it's no longer connected like this. It is off. This is off of this, and this piece now independently went back to fasten with its bolt to fasten the fan. So this piece now having the mesh come off of this piece. So this piece now, this one, with its bolt, it's fastening the fan. And this one is totally separate from this, because it did come off in the first place and did wreck this fan over here. I'm kind of forgetting, sorry for moving the phone like that much quick. Anyway, so there you go. So now I have this stationary. This thing is stationary, and the fan underneath spins anytime it needs to. When the engine is on, it just spins, and the mesh doesn't have to mess with this whole process of engine working. I even believe that when this mesh spins by the initial design of the engine, because it spins so fast, it would actually, like in a way, cut off the airflow. But because it stays stationary, it is more open for the airflow to go through, because it doesn't spin so fast and cut off the airflow. Because there isn't really over here any kind of fins on this mesh that would actually grab onto the air and transfer it down there to the fan. Don't see anything like that. It's, yeah, it's all in hose, but it's a flat material anyway. So I still can feel a lot of airflow, like it's awesome airflow over here. When the engine is working, it's a massive airflow. I don't think it's any less, in case I'm mistaken with the physics anyhow over here, but I believe because this thing doesn't have really any kind of fins to grab onto the air to transfer it down, it being stationary likely even creates less impedance for the air to be drawn down by the fan. But at any rate, whatever and however, at least I got rid of the problem that initially comes with this design. Now this is stationary, it doesn't spin anywhere, the fan is free to spin all it wants down there, and there is nothing to come off of this kind of piece, because we have a stationary mesh cover, and there is nothing to come off and wreck our new fan now. That's basically what we now have. I could have attached this somehow in a, I just put this cap on top of this wrecked hole anyway. Could have attached it in some kind of other way, but just did it fast with zip ties, whatever. Anyway, still works for me. And it is sturdy, so there's no problem whatsoever. The thing is sturdy, and I think I got rid of quite a bit of a problem. That initially, what I thought, this piece, because it comes off, I thought to add some welding over there, see, to add some more welding using my MIG welder here and there, and to make this piece just not come off. But then I thought, if in some kind of way it ever happens for this edge, somehow, for whatever reason, to grab onto this plastic, it still could possibly, in some inexplainable way, if it grabs onto the plastic somehow, still could grab into whatever in the air, you never know. Still could wreck stuff. So I opted for this to be stationary and to be over with, just to eliminate any risk of this causing more problem. As you know, the more moving parts there are, the more problem is to expect something to break and stuff like that. And this is why I almost put this new piece with a back in, almost out of adding some more welding and make sure that it's not coming off. But then I thought, what if in some kind of way just grabs onto something? And I said, you know what, no moving parts, and that's it. And that's what I did so far. And I think that I like the way it's coming out, because there's a bunch of airflow. Let's test it. The airflow is awesome. I think I'm gonna have just less headache this way. And the old fan, take a look at it. The old fan, it's goodness, it's supposed to have fins all the way till here. The new fan in every way is the same, except that it's new and not broken in any way. And the new fan, it even has fins a little bit outside of this circle. even a little bit outside. So you can tell how wrecked this broken fan is. If see, if on that fan we even have fins slightly coming out, this massive damage. It's a lot of a damage. And still, it's better this fan, for example, than none, because it still was pushing quite a bit of air.